Hello everybody, my name is Robert and I'm from a team called Vuode and we connect people with homes. So, to begin with, I would like to share with you a personal story of mine. I recently spent 5 months in Mexico as a student exchange, which proved to be one of the best trips I ever done in my life. But before I could go there, I needed to solve a problem. The problem was related to housing, to my house, which I liked a lot. I need to find someone to rent it out, but who could be reliable? What about the home in Mexico? Where could I find one? Where should it be located? How much should I need to pay for it? At the end, I ended up solving my problems, but ended up also spending a lot of time and money doing so. With my example, I want to point out the problem of medium-term housing, which we define as a period of 1 to 12 months. Our solution to the problem is a web-based platform, which you can see on screen. And in the first phase, it's going to be aimed to university students and organizations closely tied to them. It's going to be the best marketplace for looking for and renting and registering and renting out, a place. And okay, I'll walk you through this layout demo here. So let's look for a place in Helsinki here between October and May. Okay, few results come along. And I know you guys seen a lot of these search engines, a lot of similar stuff, but what makes us unique is, for instance, this security bar here. It is really going to give you a good notion about who you're dealing with, and it's also going to encourage people who really need to rent their houses out to give more information to be a lot more reliable. And okay, this guy here looks kind of cool, and I don't know, he seems kind of familiar as well, I know. And okay, his place is, he has given this amount of information, and the place is cheap or affordable. And okay, nice looking house. It looks kind of New Yorkish, but I know the location. It's really familiar. I think it's pretty close to my school, so let's let me know I'm interested. Okay, and with our solution, we're going to save time and money of people by bringing the supply and demand of temporary homes to one location. It's also going to be an interactive space to create more reliability and trust between the parties. That is why we're going to hook the system with Skype and Facebook. And exclusive offers through meaningful partners are also going to be offered. Say, you're going to get a really good deal on travel insurance if you go through us, of course. And the money is going to be based on commission, and it's going to come from contracts being made between the parties, and customer locking is going to be based on these exclusive offers from these partners, which is also going to give us additional revenue based on lead generation. And about the market, 750,000 European university students that do a student exchange each year. Let's assume that they pay about 200 euros a month for a flat, and each of them would do a 1-month trip. That would bring the market size to a 148 million market. And if we assume that we get a 20% market share of that, and with a 10% commission, our yearly turnover is roughly 3 million euros. And a lot of actors can be seen in the market. At this point, can be seen a lot of action in the short-term market, who are, according to our investigations, mostly competing with hotels. For instance, Airbnb are raising 100 million from investors after a clone in Europe called Bimdu are raising 90. But we're going to be focusing more in a different kind of segment, a more focused segment that is in the first phase to students, and with a different kind of scope, medium term. And about the team, a group of young and handsome students, as you can see here, and we all have been we have skills in business and computer science, And we all have been faced with this problem, and we have a lot of friends, especially here as well, who have been faced with a problem, which really gives us the will to solve the problem. About how to execute, our plan is to pilot in Finland at the end of 2011, which is going to be followed by partnering with student-led organizations such as ISEC and ESN, who have huge networks of students. And we actually been in discussion already with ISEC, so I would say so far it looks pretty good. But that is all. At this point, I thank you for your time, and if you have any questions, please fire away.
Any questions, ladies and gentlemen? There's a question.
Okay, for instance, Airbnb provides the same kind of service.
Yes.
Okay, why would I want to go to Vuode instead of Airbnb?
Well, of course, this is a question that I've been hearing. Oh, sorry. The question was, Airbnb is offering a similar kind of service. Why would I want to go through Vuode? Okay, like I said, we're going to focus on a more specific customer segment, which is why we want to provide offers and services to them which are more in accordance to their needs. For instance, like I said, this is travel insurance. Secondly, Airbnb was founded at the beginning to compete with hotels, and they are still competing with hotels because like I mentioned, according to our investigations, they haven't been able to rent out places for a longer period of term. And that's what we want to tackle. We really want to have a different kind of scope and segment that we want to please. That's how we're going to be different. Did I answer your question? Yeah.
I would have some concerns of what's happening in my place for that 2 months or 3 months, for which I would give it up for somebody else. How can you convince me that it's going to be okay?
Okay, the question was about trust, and how can I how can be certain that I rent my place to somebody that he's not going to destroy my place or burn it. Well, we as a company at this point, we cannot be certain that there is some kind of guy who's a incinerator, or what is it called? But anyway, we can provide you with as much as services and information that you're gonna really have a good notion whether this guy is really reliable or not. Like I said, Facebook and Skype connectivity. Usually, when you talk to a person face to face and you understand what they're saying, you get a pretty good notion what they're kind of about, you know. But yeah.
I have a follow-up question. If there would be somebody like from Indonesia coming to my place, it would be kind of a hassle for me to try to get conversation from him from Indonesia. Is that something you are planning on helping your customers to do? You know, people from different countries, from different continents, to get the conversation if something happens?
Well, like I said, this deal about these exclusive partners and this deal offering with our service, well, compensation can be made based on if you take a deal and added home insurance or something for your place for during that time. That's one choice, for instance, how to receive compensation.
Okay.
Okay, thanks a lot.